I thought we were done shooting my birthday episodes, and then we got a surprise email from Douglas and Fran that a brand new release was on its way for the Christmas season from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Y'all come on in for some apple and pecan pie!
It's a Christmas morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres, why, come on in the live chat and meet the With Pack, a cool group of folks hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would, especially during Marcus's fun birthday hangout. So come join us for our mention today. During the Black Friday sales over at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, they had some discounted brushes, and we got the Phantom Aeroline.
Well, I've had my eye on this one for a while. Look at the color. Look at the knot. Look at the shape. This thing is a beauty. And from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
Not only is this brush a loose homage or reimagining to a mysterious brush from the past, it's also an homage to summer itself. Remember the color of chlorinated pools in the 80s? This is pretty much that. But inside that imaginary pool is a swirling, whirling phantom. I kid you not. Not sorry. Well, at least that's what I see. You be the judge.
Y'all, and I love this knot. It has the soft tips like the Cyclotrode X, but it's got a little bit more backbone and firmness like the Atomic Rocket. What a fabulous knot. And it's a hybrid between a bulb and a fan. So that's the new shape at Phoenix Artisan.
And this one's 26 millimeters, so you get to see it in action when we build our lather later.
Woo, and I am so excited because our soap today is a brand new release from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. But look, let's have a go on a conversation. In following all of our Advent calendar videos last year, boy, did we have our hearts set on the last one. It was the Christmas Day soap last year, and we have been waiting all year to see if it was going to come out. And just about the time we had given up hope, a Christmas miracle occurred. Thanks to Douglas and Fran and Huxley, let's meet this Christmas soap. All right, y'all, so back to the brand new sales page launched this morning at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
Backed by popular demand, and we mean very popular, Atomic Apple Pecan Pie returns as a full collection after making some real waves in last year's Shavemas Advent calendar. Fans couldn't get enough of its intoxicating blend of nostalgia and indulgence, and many were heartbroken when it didn't make the leap to a full release.
Well, Shave Cadets, you asked, and we listened. This Shavemas season, we're giving Atomic Apple Pecan Pie the spotlight it deserves. Now available in a complete collection.
It's going to be tough not to take a bite out of this one, seriously, but let's keep it to shaving, shall we, cadets?
Why the fuss? A nostalgic blast from the past. I firmly believe Atomic Apple Pecan Pie struck a chord with so many last year because it captures the essence of holiday traditions while feeling utterly fresh and modern. Inspired by the iconic Atomic Age, it's a tribute to a time while people were looking forward while holding on to some of the comforts of the past still.
Picture this, a well-worn, butter-stained cookbook on your grandmother's counter.
I bet you it's red and white checkered, $100.
Its pages are bookmarked with handwritten notes, magazine clippings, and stained recipe cards, each one a story. That's the feeling Atomic Apple Pecan Pie brings to life. Warm, rich, and full of olfactory history.
Even the metallic tang of licking the mixer after whipping up a holiday dessert inspired the creation of this scent. Fun fact, why always atomic, Doug?
The post-war atomic age wasn't just about science and technology. It was an era of bold, vibrant optimism. People embraced the future with innovative ideas, forward-thinking design, and a touch of pre-space age whimsy, yet they still cherished the timeless traditions that made the holidays special.
Atomic Apple Pecan Pie captures that duality perfectly. The futuristic energy of the atomic age with the warm, buttery comfort of a holiday classic.
An instant Advent top scent. Sci-fi pie fans spoke, we delivered.
Again, when Atomic Apple Pecan Pie appeared in last year's Advent calendar, it was an instant hit. The masses raved about its unique blend of nostalgia and its addictive qualities. Its absence from a full collection left many longing for more, and the feedback was overwhelming. Bring it back.
Bring it.
Bring it back!
So here it is, Shave Cadets, in all its glory, a full-fledged holiday collection of AAPP to elevate your holiday shave routine and bring even more festive holiday spirit to your shave day.
I thought that said AARP. That should show you what kind of birthday I'm having. You know, as you get older, The birthday surprises that arrive in the mail, especially the kind where a dollar bill falls out from your Granny Clara, those are not as prevalent as they used to be. But when I found out this box was coming, that Christmassy joy woke up in me again. Y'all, mysteries and wonders in the shaving world. Let's open this box.
Clearly, Mr. Birthday Guy has to open this, right?
Yeah, this is the small size. When you get one set, it comes like this. We so rarely only order one set from PAA. You don't get to see these little boxes very often.
Okay.
There it is, the special foamy paper. And I'm guessing this is the sale paper. Oh, no, this is an invoice stating that we got this for free. Thank you, you guys.
Thank you, guys.
That's so kind of you.
Oh, it's a label.
I don't mean to alarm you, but it looks like we got a hollow label. Yo, if you are one of the 50 that purchase a full set, you get a limited edition hollow
Look
label.
at that
Look
label, though.
Look
That's a lot
It
happening.
kind of looks like a flying saucer.
It does.
It's like at war with the cube.
Oh, and look at our alien has a Santa beard.
And let's see, I think
Okay,
I see
I'll hold
something
this.
hiding over here. Y'all, if you've never read your aftershave box from PAA, you
It's a
owe it to
story.
yourself. This is my special foamy paper.
It says, a galactic burst of festive fusion, a high strangeness artisan shave soap. I think there's a Santa on here, too. Do you see it there? There's
I
like a
kinda
Santa
do.
in a sleigh.
Y'all, there are mysteries and wonders in these labels that we have yet to even start to discover, but look how beautiful these perfect friends look, and look how beautifully autumnal those colors are, because it is still autumn until the 21st.
Yup.
Y'all, it is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Let's have our first impression. So my cousin Rick, on my dad's side, if he found out what I was getting for Christmas, he would always tell me. Well, Barry, Aaron, and Nathan on the other side, they wouldn't, but they would give me a hint or two, and that was the fun part. So I want you to take this in, and I will ask you for hints as to what I'm about to experience. All right, take it in.
I don't know
Let's
if
see
I'm
what we
ready.
get.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm excited to have this little surprise soap. Make it to work.
I am too, because my mama's favorite pie at this time of year was pecan pie. She never missed it. She wouldn't make it, but she would always buy one. And so I'm so excited to have this little
Mama
remembrance
nuts.
of her too this year.
It is a darker soap. Do you see that?
I love that. I don't think that's the vanilla color. I'm not sure
I
what's
don't know.
in there.
But look, just strap in, y'all. I
Mysteries
just
and
want to show
wonders.
you. Okay.
All right, what do you get?
Oh, it's a good long whip.
What'd you get?
Honestly, I feel like I would use this like fall through winter. The apple and pecan vibe is very strategic somehow.
All right, so I think the first question out of the box, how's the balance? And how much apple pecan are you getting?
Okay, hold on. So I think what surprised me the most, I get both of those.
Yeah.
But I almost get how your mind exploded when you had the banana bread.
Right.
Thing happen.
Right.
There is a little something that helps me know that it is a pie, like an apple pie and a pecan pie.
Right.
That not just them on their own, right? So I get the apple in there, but the apple leeways into the cinnamon, which then goes into the spices that are in the pecan, and they are the best friends that you ever did have, let me just say. The apple side helps it be a little brighter.
Right.
And then the pecan side has the nuttier, kind of cozier side kicking in. And they are the perfect amount of sweets. If you are gourmand fans, you will want to eat the soap. I see why they put a warning. Don't eat the soap.
Get a spoon.
It's in here.
Now,
right?
are you getting a little bit of the pie crust? Are there any other pie qualities going on? He said maybe even a metallic sense of the beaters might be in here.
So I think my brain is perceiving it more as like the texture of the pie.
Right.
So that it's adding somehow that crispy factor that you have, because when I picture an apple pie, it has a covering on it. My
Right.
pecan pie, I just picture around the crust.
Right.
But there's something about the flakiness in the apple pie that has that kind of overwrapping and weaving going on.
Crispy always tastes better, much to the chagrin of my cardiologist.
I think it's just actually really making me excited to have the splash to see how the dry down hits, because there's
Right.
something in here that makes me want to take a long whiff. And I think it's because there is a straight up apple pie.
Right.
There is also a straight up pecan pie, and how those all dance together. Like the more you whiff, depending what you use to take you into the whiff,
Right.
it's a ride, let me just say. So if you want to smell for the apple, it takes you in, then it gets spicy, then it gets to the pecan. If you smell for the pecan, it gets a little sweeter with the apple finale. Somehow, the sweeter sides, the more gourmandy kind of fun adventure to the holiday side, is what you're left with at the end. So it is quite a trip, my friends. If you follow this cube, it's going to be a good time.
Wow.
I think this sweetness of this is pretty heavy. So people that enjoy those sweeter, like you don't, like for me, I can't eat the pecan pie, I can't eat the apple pie, but I can smell it here. Gotcha. So I get to have that little scent memory olfactory adventure where I can't eat it, but I can enjoy it.
Is cinnamon prevalent?
Let me know when you get your nose on it. But it's not overpowering.
Right.
It's just a nice little sprinkling of the cinnamon that is friends with everything that is in this bowl.
Now, last question. If it's an apple pie sitting next to a pecan pie, how big is each one in relation to the other? Are you getting more apple than pecan? Are you getting more pecan than apple? Where is this sitting?
Okay. Let me just pretend I'm smelling for just those.
Okay.
And take my whiff and see if I can get a better
Take
answer.
your whiff.
I actually think the apple takes me in, and then it's like, oh, wait, there's also something else there.
Oh.
So I think I want to say a little more of the apple, surprisingly,
Right.
at least to my nose. And then, because pecan pie is more the sweetness,
Right.
like pecans have a scent,
Right.
but they're not crazy overpowering. So I think the apple is your entry note. And then it goes into the pecan pie side.
Now, is it the same apple from Cider House 5?
Ooh, please hold. I don't think so.
Ah,
I think
what
it's
do
a
you
different
get?
apple. I think it's more of the green apple.
Right.
It could be a mixed. I don't know. I've made applesauce with one and without the other.
Right.
I don't know. But it's not the same as Cider House 5.
Gotcha.
So maybe y'all can figure it out.
That's
But
all I needed
it's a
to
fun apple adventure,
There
let me
you
just
go.
say. I think if I didn't have the label on this and I took a whiff of this,
Right.
I would know that it is somehow like a dessert, sweet, fun, savory fall meets winter thing. So I'm not sure if my brain would have known to comprehend that there's two pies in here because that's just too much fun.
Right.
But I think I would for sure know that we are in for a holiday dessert table. So there are mystery things in here that I can tell are in here. Like I almost would want to say like a floral or a wood or something that is just creating the magicness that needs to happen with anything that touches a cube. So I think there's mystery things in here. So I want to say no to the clove, but there are other fun things, almost like a lactonic, but not. Like there's adventures to be had, Mr. Birthday Guy.
So excited. All right.
You should be. It's quite an adventure. I can
Shaking
see
my-
why everyone that got this in their advent calendar was like, no, I got to make this sample last until we have a full line.
I just want to thank the United States Postal Service for getting this to us on time. It was a Christmas miracle. All right, here we go. The shaking clap. I'm so excited for this. Here we go. Y'all, the apple in this is one of the most beautiful, softest, rounded smells I have ever smelled. And it sort of becomes almost soapy at the very end of the whiff. Y'all, the apple is the star here, but it is still sitting just barely audible above the other notes. And it's gorgeous. It is comforting. It is fired somehow. You know Pete's dragon, when he like takes that apple from the tree and he roasts it right there on his dragon breath for Pete? That's the sense that I get from the apple. I love this. The pecans are harder to find because they are supporting the apple in its spicier qualities. So it's not taking the sweetness of the apple and elevating it sort of the way that Cider House 5 does.
Right.
No, it's taking the softer, more savory parts of the apple and helping to draw those out in the woodiness and the spiciness of the pecans. So I don't get the sense of a pecan pie. I get the sense of how that nuttiness is supporting the apple in its softness. So it doesn't have to get too sweet. It doesn't have to get too spicy. That's what the pecan part is for. And look at my face. There have been soaps that we've smelled that my nose doesn't understand. So it just hits delete. I don't even get anything to my brain. And then a year later, I'll be like, oh, that's one of the most intense soaps we get. Which is why I put a bookmark in this. We're going to start coming back to our soaps 6 at a time, a week at a time, and revisiting them a year and a half later, and giving some thoughts that the benefit of time will bring us with those soaps. So stay tuned.
Yes.
I've never wanted a pie to the face this bad in my life.
What about the cinnamon clove action you were asking me about?
Right.
Do you get that in here?
That's where the bravery of this is coming forward. Because if you want to do an apple soap, start with cinnamon, right? This is the other way around. The cinnamon is only there enough to be its own character, not having to support or like hide the apple, which a lot of them kind of do with the apple cinnamon stuff. So I want to build a lather with this immediately because I need to find out what mysteries and wonders are hiding under the surface, and I'm betting it's vanilla because look what happens when you dig under that oxidized layer. This is my Haley's Artisan Birthday Bowl. It looks like vanilla ice cream with sprinkles in it.
And then we get to show you our Phantom Aerolite brush in action.
So y'all, here's how we build our lathers here on the Barbershop Duet. This process was born of expediency, but we ended up getting way better lathers on the show than in the bathroom, so we do it like this now. Take your room temperature, I know, your room temperature bougie sprayer, give that about 10, 12, 15 sprays. Enough soap to hopefully finish off the lather. And then, with that wet soap doing a little vertical bloom here, we're just going to bring these dry bristles. A little bit of water that's already on the soap is fine. We're going to go forwards, backwards, and just start bringing that soap onto the bristles. We're going to push down until we feel a little bit of backbone, and then do the patented Barbershop Duet brush spin, about 25%, and then go forwards and backwards again. Those bristles are going to have a new orientation to grab that soap up onto them, and it makes a difference, we are finding. And then turn the brush again. Push down, discover a little backbone, forwards, backwards, and just about now, about 80% of that soap is going to be loaded onto your brush. And when you do the final brush spin, you are now ready for the Evel Knievel part. We're going to go down and grab the water, let it get sopped up rather slowly onto those bristles. This part's the dangerous part for the dog. And then we're going to start to build our lather. And look at this. The bubbles are already going to start kind of small and then get smaller and smaller and smaller. Wow.
I can smell that from here.
The apple got different.
It is a very different apple than Cider House, which is super fun to have.
Oh my God. Wait a minute.
Yeah?
Do you get 2%, just 2% of sort of a cherry tobacco sitting under that apple?
Please hold.
Wait a minute. Oh, yo.
Crisp is still coming to mind. Like
Absolutely.
It's a crisp apple, and then it almost comes like a liqueur kind of thing happening.
This is the stuff of legends. For me, something slightly tobacco-ish, slightly smoky under the apple, not in a cider house way, in a totally opposite Christmassy, late fall, early winter. It's much warmer in this kitchen.
Yes.
Like cider house somehow has a kind of a colder sense to
I'd
me.
agree, yeah.
This is way more cozy. This is way more sweet.
The festivities are coming. Like, you
Right.
can tell someone had cooked all day, and those pies are ready for a party.
And y'all, here's what I love best. We all know what apple smells like from scratch and sniff stickers. We all know what pecan smells like. We know what cinnamon smells like from the toothpicks growing up. Y'all, that is not what he's done here. Because when you smell a real apple pie, it doesn't smell anything like those scratch and sniff stickers. Anything like those scented pens. Y'all, when I smell this, I do not get the sense of anything artificial. I do not get the sense of any pens. I don't get the sense of any bubble baths. I get the sense of an actual apple sitting in its peel, cut open in half on a cutting board on my grandma's counter in the ranch house. This is unbelievably real. And then everything under it, all of the senses of the crust that I'm getting, all of the senses of the sugar, it's all real.
Yeah.
It's real.
You know what I'm also remembering? Is he mentioned buttery. And that was also on the banana bread thing. Maybe that's what my brain's getting.
Right.
Because it is. There's somehow the buttery crust, you can see it bubbling.
I can smell it. And would you please put some of this lather on my face?
okay.
Y'all, we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet.
Look at that new
Look
brush.
at that. But when we watch the Texan Shays, we like to see how Barry puts the lather on his face. Look at this, y'all. This is for the painters.
This is a wider spread brush. Look, it almost covers
I
my whole
know. And
face.
feel how soft it is on your
It's
face.
super
and yet,
soft.
if you push the bristles down, you can
Yeah,
feel
there's
it's got
still a
enough
backbone.
Right, exactly.
And this lather is just one of your best friends. It's got you covered.
There is something in here that is telling my nose, this ain't apple and pecan. This is pie, and I need to know how. Let's look at the recipe cards. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
A tantalizing mix of sweet, bright, and tangy. Fresh apples baked into a buttery brown sugar. That's just the first part.
That is unbelievably accurate. And how you would perfume buttery brown sugar. Part of my favorite part of the PAA journey are smelling things in an aftershave that should never have been in a liquid form in the first place. Firework? Y'all, unbelievable. The buttery brown sugar pie crust is absolutely present. And those are the kind of nooks and crannies that are usually the hardest to pull off.
Yeah.
Unbelievably present. And sort of a je ne sais quoi, and I don't know what sense about how they do it, but it's the spine of this and it's the charm of it. And then
Spiced pecan filling. The gourmand delight is a sensory celebration. Imagine the aroma of a freshly baked holiday pie wafting through the air, comforting, yet energizing, indulgent, yet still oddly stoic.
stoic!
That's the word!
Love this! It's good.
Yeah.
No, there's usually like a list of sent notes, but this is more like a paragraph description.
Right. A hidden family recipe, maybe.
Very cool. So we don't know if there's like a cinnamon note going on in here. We don't
or
know
a clove.
if there's...
Right. It is up to your imagination, y'all.
I bet there's no clove. I think this might be 2 or 3 different apple accords, and one of them might be Cider House.
Oh.
I'm not sure. What do you think? Just if it was a part of it. The softness of the Cider House apple.
Yes, but I do feel like the crispness, the tangy, like I feel like there's like 2 or 3, but I picture the apples on the core, like the skin has been taken off, so they're hard to identify.
Right, this is not the Cider House 5 apple, but it might be like a Time Life apple song list, and that one might be on there. And the best part of my birthday so far is this cake with a splash, shall we?
You have to go first for this.
Oh, I will. You don't have to persuade me on that. Oh, and it's got the new orificio and the beautiful plug that you got to take out of the top of the PA. Here we go, ready?
There we go.
There we go. I love that sound. All right.
Party is in session.
When the bottle is new, you got to give it an extra little shake to get the juice out of it. There you go.
Yeah, you may have spilled some on Lainey, but that's okay.
That's fine.
We won't complain.
It's gentle and gorgeous in the way it holds you, y'all. There is nothing pokey. There is nothing too strong. There is nothing bossy in this. The balance of this is phenomenal. And y'all,
that buttery brown sugar, powdered sugary something.
I am sending a message to Douglas today. If there's not at least 1 molecule of tobacco in this, I will eat my hat. Y'all, what a fabulous scent. Well, only as if there's like Uncle Fred is outside on the porch with his pipe. Just that. Just on the breezes out there, and it's fabulously sitting on top of these.
Okay, let it dry. Do you get the metallic note? It's hidden.
Yes, I do.
But if you smell for it.
A little bit of that note from Green Witch Envy, that gorgeous metallic note that I was a little bit scared of at first until I experienced it. A cool metallic note. Y'all, if it didn't have the beaters in here, it wouldn't bring back that subtle memory of your mom handing you one going, don't get your tongue stuck in it. Just the way you can subtly taste the spoon. You know what I mean? Like, it makes it so real.
It does. Oh, someone woke up now. She would
she
like
did.
a bite.
If she hadn't woken up, I'd have taken her to the vet. And y'all, let's have a grown-up conversation. The PAA seasonals for Christmas are legendary, but they go in some crazy directions. Lump of Coal, Magi, Kira Tamati. This fills a really particular lane in the PAA line. And y'all, I am so glad it does. I know there's Cosmic Christmas cookies and things like that, but to bring back your mom or your grandma's apple pecan pie, what a treat, and totally different from anything else in their seasonal lineup.
I think it's the perfect transition from like Thanksgiving into Christmas. Like this one starts off the holiday flip.
Oh, y'all, when September 1st rolls around next year, this is on my face.
I mean, there's just something about getting into the holiday spirit, and there's parts of the holidays that get really stressful and you got to get things done for the end of the year. That's very adulting. This is what you need to throw in when you're getting too adultish, and you just need to remember the holidays.
You need a pie to the face. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be my grandmother in Stockton, California, getting ready for Christmas dinner. Well, the other grandma is going to bring over some beautiful fresh-made pies. Well, the first grandma's not going to be able to handle that. So she reaches into the canister of salt and pretends to make a little mistake and dusts the top of all 3 of these beautiful pies with a giant coating of sodium chloride. And we all dug in at the exact same moment. We all got our own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com, or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Atomic apple pecan pie. Y'all, a lot of times, scents like this have something to prove, and after about 20 minutes, you're done having them prove it. Not this. Once you have spent some time with this is the sense of those beautiful pies in the oven, on the counter, out of the fridge at 3:30 in the morning. Y'all, this is the kind of scent you want with you all day. I reapplied 3 times yesterday throughout the day. Not because it was going away. I just wanted to see how strong it could get. And y'all, it kept its beautiful round edges. The spiciness in this does not go too crazy cinnamon, so that the apple, the pecan, can be the star and the backup singer. Douglas and Fran, thank you for these holiday delights, and we're hoping for a few more before Christmas. Welcome to Messages.
So, for our December giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to win a full-size soap of our collab with Adopted Acres. 'Twas the night before Christmas.
Yeah, y'all, scent notes of milk and cookies, evergreen, the leather of the sofa, and the cinders in the fireplace. And if you would like to receive the very first tub of this when Adopted Acres LLC goes live after the first of the year, send us an email to wesetyou@thebarbershopduet.com to be eligible for this giveaway. And check back here on January 1st when we have our Alexa choose our lucky winner here on the show.
Best of luck.
You know, I was thinking last night, doing my normal trick of what would this smell like if I decided to perfume it.
Right.
And I bring you glad tidings of great joy. I wouldn't have gotten anywhere close. So I guess that's the magic of what Douglas and Fran are able to do. You think you know these scent notes, but you don't know the magic, the artistry of how they're going to put them together. It is always a delight, and it's always 10 times better than what I could have come up with.
Thank you, Douglas and Fran and Huxley, for sending this out for an early birthday fun for Mr. Murphy.
Fabulous birthday gift this was. We are very grateful. Thank you so much for supporting our little show and sending this out for review. We so appreciate it. It makes my birthday so much more special.
It really does. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.